Hey now, I'm Whit, and I enjoy budget watch collecting just like you. And today I've got the honor to introduce you to the second release from Japanese microbrand NAMICA. This is the OKAMI, which translates in English to the wolf. And we're going to lay it all out on the line right now on Watch Whit. Yeah, so I've got two prototypes here to show you, and this is now on Kickstarter, so this is an opportunity for you to see more on the watch before you support that campaign. This is a Grade 2 titanium sport watch, and it's inspired by TV dials and digital watches from the 70s and 80s. This is the Kurayami, which translates to the darkness. You can see pretty much a stealthed out watch, except for that white tipped seconds hand. And you can get this in a DLC case too if you like. More on that after I go through all the specs on the watch, and I'll grab this Neo Tokyo version for that. The case diameter is 42 millimeters if you measure from this outside edge to the very outside edge of that crown guard. A short 47 millimeter lug to lug, 22 millimeter lug width for your straps. It's got a thickness of only 10.7 millimeters. It weighs 87 grams on the supplied FKM strap, and weighing the watch head alone, it comes in at only 52 grams. So again, these cases are grade 2 titanium. You've got them brushed and sandblasted. They've got their own AT shield, absolute titanium is what it stands for, scratch-resistant application. 1,200 Vickers on this case here, and this black is a DLC coating, so 5,000 Vickers on it. The OKAMI's got a flat sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating on the underneath, and then the backside also features a sapphire crystal, this with printed graphics on the underside and the specs around the crystal. The caseback is in gray with a beautiful Bishamon pattern and a sandblasted screw-in caseback as well. The crown is push-pull on this prototype, but the production model will have a screw-in crown, and I'll go over more revisions a little later. Now moving to the dial, the Kurayami version has got a vertical brushed metallic dial, and the Neo Tokyo has a vertical brushed metallic dial as well, but you see a fume technique there, darker around the outside edge and getting lighter as you move towards the pinion. Each feature a diamond cut handset that is gunmetal plated and lume filled. The Riot has a matte finish, and the indices are applied and lume filled as well. The Neo Tokyo features BGW9 luminescence and C3 accents. And the Kurayami has C3 lume mixed with black paint to continue that stealth theme. They feature a custom FKM rubber strap with breathability holes, and it's got a CNC machined titanium tang and buckle as well, with the NAMICA logo. They've got two floating keepers, but one locked in place with indentations from the strap itself. And there's quick release spring bars. The OKAMI is running the Miyota 9039 premium movement, beats at 28,800 vibrations per hour or 4 hertz, 24 joules, 42-hour power reserve. It's got hacking, automatic, and hand winding, and a stated accuracy of -10 to +30 seconds per day. I hand timed this Neo Tokyo version over 15 days, and it came in at +5.4 seconds per day. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, these two watches are prototypes, and there will be a couple of changes to the production model, so I'll go over those for you now. So the little triangle there above the 12 spot, that's going to have just a bit of a thinner stroke to it, and it's going to be a brighter color. The crown is changing from push-pull, as you see here, to a screw-down crown. And by the way, this crown is 7 millimeters in diameter. On the caseback, that engraved pattern is going to be just a little larger so you can see that detail a little better. And on the buckle, they're going to make it just a little bit shorter, and it'll be curved a little better as well. So that was changes for all models. Now I'll go over a couple of specific ones. For this Neo Tokyo version, the fume is going to be just a little bit stronger of a blend. And this green minute track that you see, it's going to be just a little bit deeper green. Plus, you're going to have your choice of a brushed or a sandblasted case finish. For the Kurayami version, the dial is going to be just one shade lighter, and all the lume sections will be just slightly lighter shade of gray. All right, let me give you my likes and dislikes. I'll start with the bummers first, so we end on a more positive note. The Kurayami dial, this one's just a little too stealth for me. That might be a positive thing if you are into that super stealth look, but I found as I looked down at the watch, I was struggling to see what time it was. From a distance, again, here in this light, it's actually pretty readable. But, you know, and same thing, like out in the sun, that kind of thing. But just normal low light conditions, it's really hard to see. And then on both of them, I thought the buckle was just a little too long. It just seemed weird whenever I put it on. But good news is they've addressed that in the revisions. And then with each version, this Riot, sometimes it just reflects light, and it almost appeared to me as if there was condensation inside the watch. You know, I just went real quick and then realized, oh, it's just light off of the Riot. So that was just, I mean, it looks great. There's nothing wrong with it. It was just kind of like a oh man moment. You know, more than once I looked down and thought the thing was fogged up, and it wasn't. All right, now I'm going to rave about a few things. Man, I love this Neo Tokyo version. NAMICA says it's more than a colorway for them. It's like a lifestyle and an attitude, and I really believe that. It's just a fantastic dial. Look at that fume, and then this has got that brushed metallic surface. Oh, just beautiful. I was glad I get to see this in person because I missed out on the Neo Tokyo version and the Shirahama diver. So very cool. I definitely recommend the Neo Tokyo version. It's just a fantastic purple dial watch. And I love this titanium case. It's very light and comfortable, but not too light. With some titanium watches, you combine a very light strap and you can't even feel like you're wearing anything, which can be a good thing. But I think that the FKM strap here added just a little bit of weight, so you have that presence. You know that you're wearing something. You can feel it, but it's just not, there's no wrist fatigue at all because it's very light. And speaking of which, this strap is just a perfect pairing. I put various straps on each of these watches, and they look great. But at the end of the day, I kept coming back around to this OEM FKM strap. I mean, it's absolutely perfect pairing. And I really enjoy the Miyota 9039 automatic movement in this watch. I mean, as we kind of move through a little bit of NH fatigue, it's very welcoming to have Miyota featured in pretty much what would be the same price watches, but you get that added higher beat movement. And again, the Japanese precision. So the OKAMI from NAMICA Watches is on Kickstarter, and these start at about $429 US. Only 50 units at that price, though. Then it goes up to $449 and $469 incrementally. There's going to be extra add-ons and stretch goals to be released as well. So I'll leave a link down below to the Kickstarter campaign. Man, another winner from Japanese microbrand NAMICA Watches. This is their second release, the OKAMI, a Grade 2 titanium sport watch. What do you think? Leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. And I'll catch you in the next video. I'm Whit with so many watches, so little time and money.